Hi there, it's your favourite Yorkshire demo here. It's Suzanne from Hullahbaloo, and today's project is this one. It literally uses a tiny strip of glue, and that is for the sentiment. The rest of the box is held together here by this lovely ribbon, and as you can see, it's got a lovely decorative inside. But that's no credit to me, that is the paper that I have used. So I have used this is the Artistry Blooms paper. I'm just going to flick to my notes. So this is, you can get 2 of these out of a sheet of the DSP. This is the Artistry Blooms and it is gorgeous. Look at both sides. How can you choose? Oh, look at that one. I'm going with this gradient side. I went with a gradient on this one too, a lovely blue. But if you can just see the inside there, it's got a lovely pinky orange interior. What else will you need? You'll need scrap of white. I've got a scrap of Magenta Madness, which is what I'm pairing today's video with. So we'll crack on and I'll get showing you. So grab a scoreboard. There isn't too much scoring, but there's some that you just need to get that box shape. So on the long side, so 12-inch side, 3.5 is your first score, then at 5, then at 7, and then at 8.5. Turn it onto the 16-inch side and you're scoring it at 1.5 on both sides. And that is it, that's all the scoring that we need. So I'll just grab my bone folder. As with paper, you don't need to give it as hard a crease as you do with cardstock, so just give it a gentle manipulation into place. And then all these lines here on both sides. Now this paper is absolutely gorgeous. I've had mine, so I've had mine, by the time you see this video I will have had it almost a month, but by the time of me filming it I haven't even had it a week and I'm already through several pieces of the paper already. Okay, so little piece that you need to know here. I'm just going to grab my stylus again. So I don't know how well you can see it, probably better that way, but these lines here have created squares and we need to do a diagonal score. So you need to take it from the centre and out. So I'm going to use my bone folder as a guide to keep that line straight. So that corner out to the other. Don't know if you can see that there. But we'll do it on these other 2. So out to the corner and then again from inner to the outer corner. And that's just to give it a bit of manipulation in a moment. So what we need to do is we need to fold both of these outer edges that we've scored in. And as you can see, you get this lovely box. If we then stand these up, you'll see that our box is starting to take shape. It's giving you the tent shape that this one shows, but you want to do this middle container part. So what we need to do is, if we get one of these folds and we just manipulate it to the edge of the paper like that, give it a crease on the inside, that's how you get your little, I'm calling it a tray, but it's how you get your little tray inside your box. So again, bring that edge to the edge of the paper and then give it a fold. There's 2 more of those to do on the opposite side, so we'll do that again. So I'll fold to the edge all the way, give it a fold, and last one, fold up the edge to this edge and give it a fold. And then when we bring that together again, as you can see, there's that little tray. Although I'm not doing quite a good job at holding it, am I? There we go. Oh, now I love that side. That side's got the pink, so I'm going to go with that side because we're pairing it with Magenta Madness. So what we do next is we need to find the middle. So eyeballing it, and I have got the Label Me Fancy punch, and I'm using this little divot there, and that's just going to give me something where to pop the ribbon through. So now I'm eyeballing this. You could obviously measure this, and it's not going to go through all the card, but what it is, all the paper, sorry, what it is going to do is it's going to leave you a little marker, so you now know where to go. So I'm going to match my punch back up to that little marker there and pop through, and then bring all the pieces together again. And now, because there's less pieces, your punch will be able to go through it all. There we go. Right, just move those out of the way. So as you can see, that's created now this little hole at the top. So I am using the in colour ribbon. So this is a Magenta Madness, and I think it's a 1/4 inch. Yeah, it's quarter of an inch, this ribbon. And all I'm literally doing is feeding it through so that I can tie it into a bow. So from the back and over, get that knot going. And then I'll teach you a little thing here. I tie bows upside down. Maybe that's the Yorkshire party. Maybe I get 2 bunny loops like this, cross them over, feed it through, and then every time I get the perfect bow. Look at that. Look at that bow. In fact, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm just going to slightly make that ear a little bit smaller to match the other. And then grab my scissors and take a bit off. Like that. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so now we've got to make the sentiment for the front. And this one says, "I can't thank you enough." And that is from the So Sentimental set. And I'm going to go for the same again, just for ease. I've got a scrap of white and a scrap of magenta. And I've got my matching magenta ink here. His pink is absolutely gorgeous. Now, those people that know me, I'm not a pink girl whatsoever. I love blacks, greys, dark reds, not pinks. But this, in fact, this is the only pink Magenta Madness cardstock I've got left. I'm going to have to order some more. So we punch this out with the Label Me Lovely punch. Just like that there. Move that ink before I go and drop my lovely white sentiment into it. And then we need a piece from the magenta as well. I'll take it from up here. Like that. And then all I've done is you've got to know which way that you do your sentiments. So my bendy bit or my straight bit, as you can see, the straight is where the main part of the sentiment is. So you need to cut this the correct way. So it goes like that then, and the bend and the straight all line up with one another. So that way, so you cut it where the straight ends are. Straight down the middle, don't have to be accurate. And then with a little bit of snail, I'm just going to bring a piece on each. And we're just going to pop these so they've got a little bit peeking out underneath. Making sure it's actually straight. There's one. And then the other one. There we go. And in true style of mine, we'll pop it up with some dimensionals. I'm going to use 4 at each corner. There we go. Let's see if I can get these backings off first time. Almost. tie a bow absolutely perfect on screen, like that lovely magenta one there. Can't take a dimensional back enough. And he's still tussling with them even now. There we go. And then all I've done is I stuck it onto the bottom half first, there like that, and because the box bends, you just manipulate it over like that, and then you get that natural curve around the box. So there we are, two gorgeous gradient boxes. Which one do you prefer? You'll have to let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.